he's wearing, what clothes he's got on, what he says, don't just mute him. When Esau talks, mute, put it on mute, yeah, and just know that's the devil that the Bible speaks of. You gotta understand that. That's one of the things we're teaching the young men to understand, that this man and his woman and his children they are enemies, man. Ethnically. Vocab's like, yeah, they're saying they're enemies ethnically. Motherfucker, you read the scriptures? The Philistines were like all our enemies were ethnicities in the scriptures, man. They weren't political groups. Yeah. You dumbass, man. These Edomites are our enemies, man. Point blank, period. They've been our enemies since Esau we was in the womb with Esau, we were enemies. I can imagine as children, we were having wars when we were children. When Jacob and Esau were little, they were having war then too. Esau was getting fucked up.
Yeah, that's going to go back to the wound and all that, the enmity. Yeah. You know, because Edomites don't like Jacob, man. They just don't. They always talk shit. Naturally, not even the kids, man.
And it's envy, you know. A lot of it when it comes to Esau hates to see you do something well. He really hates it because he can't do it. I remember that White Boy did that video. I fucking hate black people, man. My friend, he's black. He smokes. He drinks, and he's faster than me on the track. You know? You know? Esau had that dick envy. Esau just envious, man. Yeah. Anytime Jake excel at anything, Esau like. Because we're just better than him. And I can imagine that's what Esau and Jacob would just catch something. You brothers that's got youths, you go your youths do some shit, you're like, whoa. Like, wow, I didn't know to do that. That's what Esau was like, yo, how'd Jacob do that, man? He was doing backflips like Esau tried to do it, break his arm. You know, it just hurt.
You know what, man, I gotta appreciate it because you know these Edomites, you know, in Proverbs 14 and 30, a sound heart is in the life of the flesh, but envy, the rottenness of the bones. These Edomites, they're bitter towards Jacob. That's why when you see them, they're shaking. There's so much hate. They get the wobbles and all that, you know what I mean? It's hate, man. It's envy. It's true, man. All the Edomites on the boss, and the woman might have to console him. You might come on and you start. You know what I mean?
I've got a testimony on that. I've got a testimony.
Yeah, go on.
I've got a testimony if I may, man. I was on a job, and there was this Edomite came in, he barged me out of the way at the counter. Looked straight up and goes, get out of the way. And he looked at me with one blue eye, and he goes, you're popping up everywhere, you're like chucking a fucking box. That's what he said to me, man. And I was on a job. I looked at this geezer, I was like, man, this guy hates me, bro. Like,
envy and all of the what they call it, the fruits of the flesh, envy, strife, all that's in Esau's heart, man. Esau hated Jacob for the blessing that Jacob got. That's envy. Cain envied Abel, same way.
Speak loud. Talk up, man.
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And that's Esau's nature. Going back to when Esau was a serpent in the garden, what was his skill? His main skill that he had amongst his skill set? Subtlety, right? So he said it was more subtle than any beast. So that's why Sirach wrote, this is written in the book of Sirach. Alright, I'm going to read it again, verse 11. Though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst white looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So you might think, raw, like this devil, he ain't a devil, man, he's kind of cool. But that's that subtlety. He's basically working brain on you to say, I'm gonna see, because what's the main thing they say? These niggas ain't too sharp, they ain't too smart. So I'm gonna work brain and get one over it mentally, and then look for his downfall.
Amen.
that even took place with the actual tribe of Gad, man. Because Esau had blankets, you know, which was actually laced with smallpox, man.
Yeah.
So he comes home, hey man, have some blankets. It's winter, but then it's laced with smallpox, man. You know,
That's it.
you devil.
What's up for you? The word subtile, innit? Online etymology. Subtile. Modern from late 14th century. It says clever, dexterous, crafty, not dense, thin.
Crafty, the word crafty, where does that go back to? Psalms, they've taken crafty counsel. So that's the subtlety that Esau is known for. Having what they call them, not when they brainstorm all together, think tanks. Yeah, that's their thing, they got think tanks. They got think tanks where they all come together and they bounce off ideas. And even this guy, what's this guy's name, man? Napoleon Hill. He went into, they say he's like one of the archetypes, the forefathers of like self-help and all that kind of stuff. He had a thing known as mastermind groups, where he said basically you need to have like a group of friends that basically have the same mindset and they go striving for the same goal. And basically he actually mentioned, he quoted in the video, he said like, for example, Jesus, as they know him, he had the 12 disciples around. Why did they have that? Because they all had a common goal at mind. So this is an Edomite telling you about Master. He's a financial self-help like forefather of all of that stuff. Well, you don't think that this information wasn't divulged to the elites? If he's talking about mastermind groups.
It's like, you know what you're talking about, there's like the Edomite look about the craftiness and all that, like, you know, the suits and, you know, the gentleman, you know, intelligent, you know, with his legs crossed and people look well-spoken and people look, you know, that's his little, yeah, and that's, you know, that's his little like, yeah, man. You know, when he gets the glasses, he goes like this, oh, I can tell you, and he'll have the shoes and his legs crossed and the suit, the tie.
He ain't really intelligent, it's just like a facade. Like when he pushes the glasses up, crosses the legs, pushes his arms, like you'll be like, wow, this guy's so intelligent. But he's trying
Got it? Sirach 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds.
Yeah, man, when a rich man speaks, man, you know, everybody like, they're in awe. No matter what comes out of his mouth, and that's just facts, man. You know, they can say anything, man. That's why they got everybody on this LGBT thing now. Because that's a big thing, but everybody's just accepting it. And people repeat the same, whatever's on the TV, people, the people in the bottom repeat that. Whatever's on like your favorite TV shows, the peons, the masses, they repeat it, man, you know? Like they say the same, like, well we know that because sometimes we'll have scoffers, and the scoffers will say the same thing. The Bible's been changed. They've not actually done any research themselves, like to quantify that. They're just saying, they're just repeating. The crabism, man.
I have a quote from Hitler. He was like, basically, if you repeat a lie so much, eventually it becomes true, you know? So that's that propaganda from the TV.
White Jesus, for example.
Yeah.
That's been spoken so much. The hairy is inside the Bible, but guess what? No one opens the book. Everyone knows Jesus is white. He's Middle Eastern. But it's inside the book. You just open the book, it's right there. But that's an example that a lie's been pushed so forward, and then further.
They say olives as well.
He's olive skin. Whoa. Green or black?
No, but you know, that's demonic, man, because they're trying to make it sound like so exotic. That's fucking witchcraft, olives, you know, because they're equating to like, it's like, you know, Mediterranean.
Coconuts and mangoes.
Right, exactly.
It's olives. and date trees. But that was our habitat before, man.
Well, you know, when you read about King Solomon, he talks about the pomegranate and all that sort of stuff in different trees. The Book of Job talks about the sea. That was Jake, man. We were the ones into all that, man.
Yeah, man.
And then when we get into it, we're more spiritual than Edomites. Man. We're more spiritual than Edomites. Edomites, like, let's put the point. When you go into Esau's science, he starts making things up completely. Like science, because you know you had that dude, man.
Charles Darwin.
The better dude, the good dude. What was his name?
Oh, Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla, man. He was cutting them. He was saying everything. You know, his vibrations and his sounds. And, you know, but Esau acts like all light comes from the sun. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
He don't even tell you that light comes from the moon. So if you, as a thinking person, in the nighttime, the moon is actually shining. It's got an aura.
It's a light. And there's another, I remember the apostle mentioned it. I can't cryo 6 times that we will have an aura. Like under a certain lens, you can see the light of a person. So even we got a light to us.
Well, you can call it an electrical magnetic field. Or aura, like you said, aura. You know, aura. Oh, that's true. That's it.
Electric eels, you know. Yeah, I know what I have, right? We even have some flies that are actually just light. Fireflies. When you get someone very close to you, but they touch you
feel the energy.
That's the point, because everything's got a spirit to it, sadness, happiness. Because you go in a room and if there's a certain vibration on the person, you will feel it. You don't have to open no word and say that.
That's why the body, like if you're in a room full of dead people, you ain't gonna feel, until you touch them, you ain't gonna feel their spirit around you. Unless you're gonna smell them first, if anything, man. But if you're in a room full of people and the lights are off, you're gonna feel the energy, you're gonna feel people around you.
2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their work.
Well, you mean, exactly. He's right now, he's being looked at as like, well, he ain't shit. But you know what's happening? The scripture says, so as the ruler, so is the people. So his ministers are a bunch of devils. So the people around are a bunch of devils. And if they look at Esau like he's a great man, then they're a bunch of devils. Does that mean they're enabling every wicked thing that he does? They're for that. You ain't, who the hell is condemning Esau, man? Like, you might get a couple of movements, let's protest against the environment and animal cruelty. But a lot of those things are fads. A lot of those things, veganism and all that, a lot of that shit's fads, man. A lot of them motherfuckers into fads, you know? Edomite women wearing the bags. Oh, I don't eat meat. You know, it's a fad, man. A lot of them motherfuckers, you know?
Even that nigga Skepta, that's why he got so skinny, I see it. He's getting interviewed by Tim Westwood. He's like, yeah, you're looking weighty again. He's like, yeah, man, you look like that nigga looked drawn out as all hell because he did some going over the top with it, man.
There's one good interview with Skepta, man. He was basically saying, man, he was talking about Nigeria, and he was like, yeah, man, I want to be back home. And he was getting on the industry and shit, man. I can't remember the whole details. You know, he was saying things like, you know, he's saying, yeah, I've had enough of this, man. You know what I mean? He's always getting yacked. He was saying that. And then he was talking, I can't be trying to, but he's a fucking good interview. And you know what, man, he was saying things like, yeah, I don't want people looking at my eyes, man. Yeah, because you know, like, you're getting all this with your aura, man. But he knows what he's done. But he knows what's going on, man. I can't remember all the things he said. You know what I'm saying? But he said some shit in that interview, man. You know? I mean, a lot of these artists talk about suicide. Look at the Bow Wow thing. Little Bow Wow. He said that he's got all this fame and he can't even go anywhere, man. So, you know, there's things going on out here.
Precept. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise and where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not Yahweh made the foolishness, the wisdom of this world.
Yeah, because the things that we know is actually the truth, but the things that people are going to prestigious colleges to learn, like you will sit down in the science, if you go to university and you learn science, you're going to get completely lied to, bro. You're going to get told about you go from apes and dinosaurs. That's witchcraft, man. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
We've got people thinking that we're revolving around the sun, man. That's how something you learn in school, man. In primary school.
Yep. But the scripture says that the sun and the moon, they're the ones that got the circuits. They've got the circuits, man. That's why it rises and it sets. How does the sun rise and set if it's not moving? It don't make no fucking sense.
Quick one. This is 1 John 2:20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things.
They were supposed to know all things, man. Spiritual things, you know, and things on the planet, because, you know, we're in the flesh, so we gotta know what's going on around us, around, you know, so we gotta know things, man, you know. Now, the thing, you know, the Lord said to Ezra, you going too high, you going too far with shit, but guess what? Esau, what the hell is he doing then, man? That's what the scripture said. He's sitting in the temple of the Lord, saying that he is God and he's beyond everything that is called God, man. Because he's trying to tell you what space is.
Yeah.
How do you see what space is? What the fuck is wrong with this dude, man?
Like fucking say, I like watching them documentaries, but obviously filtering it out and all of that sort of stuff. But like you listen and you have a guy like, oh yeah, we think it's one of these 4 theories, we think it's this one, and then they won't say what any of the other theories. If it's any of the other 3 theories, then it breaks the following theory they're gonna tell you. Right, this is a whole load of shit of this theory after that theory, and it all has to match up. If it don't match up, then it's all bullshit. Which it is all bullshit, man.
It's all bullshit, it's truth in this one. I was watching this one Edomite dude, and he basically said all these scientists, they don't know what the hell's going on, man. They're acting like they do, but it's all theories, it's actually all theories, you know. They were trying to measure space and all that. Like, how can you measure, he said space is not a thing, man. It's like the air, how can you measure that, man? Like, how he's trying to come and measure space. Like, space to me, I'm talking about.
Really, that's in the scriptures as well, because if they can do that, then they're going to be the chosen.
Well, get that.
I was Jeremiah, I was about to get that one.
Because you know the scripture says, you know, the Lord separate the light from the darkness.
31,
out there in the realms, the elements. He just made. Come on, man, you can't do that. God.
The things that are seen were made by things that are unseen. So how if something, if everything we see was made by something we can't see, how then do you tend to understand the things that you can see before you if you don't even know the people that made it? You can't see them. Man, like even just saying that bugs me the fuck out, man. Now, I don't know Esau, man. You know, like.
But the scripture says the Lord dwells in thick darkness, man.
Yeah.
When you go out there in them realms, it's all dark out there, but you got all them lights. The Lord created things, you know, light, the planets, the elements, the stars, and all these different constellations. But other than that, it's just fucking nothing. It's all darkness. And then through that, the Lord somewhere in the other realm. How do you like? Come on, man.
You know the scripture says, out of darkness came light. I mean, how you break that down? You know, out of darkness came light.
The way you break it down is out of darkness came light. Like, there's nothing more you can do there. Someone asked you, how did that happen? It said how it happened, man. There was darkness and light came.
And
that's the Lord, man.
And you know, that's what the Edomite was saying. He's saying, yeah, they got these equations, x squared. No, that just sounds good, but that's not what. Like, Edomites are trying to break down what light actually. How can you actually break down what light actually is? How can you do that? Did you make it? You don't know what it really is. You're trying to measure. They're trying to measure it. They say, well, we know what light is when it travels by this wave. That's bullshit, man. You're trying to measure it, but you can't measure it.
Oh, it gets fucked.
That's what they're trying to do. They measure things, and they think that means they know what something is.
The Lord gave you on a small scale, and just for the time that we're in, for you to be wiser than Daniel. But now you're the power's gone to your head. And you think you can, map the skies and
Let's get a quick scripture and say
Real quick, this is Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Straight into the point. The Heavenly Father's thoughts are higher than ours, man. So don't even try and quantify the Heavenly Father, man. You can't put him in a box,
He Ancient of days.
Right, come on.
Ancient of days, man.
Right.
He's before time.
How you gonna quantify that?
Well, there was a bang. Shut up.
how ancient is ancient of days?
time, like time. That time is like a
Time
man
for us.
construct. You don't really like when it's been measured. The Lord before time. Come on, man.
He's ancient. Ancient to us is like Egypt. That's like 500 years, thousands of years ago. It's millennia. So the Lord is ancient of our beginnings. So you don't even, you can't skate.
You can't measure that. You can't. But you know what, man? That proves that you gotta be exterminated.
That's right.
You can't do that, man. That's not right, man.
You know how many generations of man has been between here and Egypt?
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of years. Different people living within those hundreds of years.
That's right.
And you're trying to, the Lord's ancient of that shit.
Before the time.
Hebrews 11 verse 3, when you quote it. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
We understand. So that's our understanding through faith. So someone said, well, how do you said it there, man? That's the answer.
You can't say, well, what they did is they got x2 squared and put that together with h5 6. Well, why don't you do it then? Why don't you do it? Okay. If you know how it's done, Esau, then why don't you do it then? You know what I'm saying? Esau's got the equations. If you've got the equations, that means you know how to do it.
We should have Earth. We should be in the Marvel universe.
Exactly.
This is like Earth 1, and there should be Earth 2.
Yep.
All of us existing in a different kind of way.
But we gotta believe in Esau Edom. Nah, man, fuck them niggas, man. It's better than Esau Edom, and we're gonna pop them white women too.
That's right.
Right? We're gonna get put in captivity, man. How about that? Yeah, man. All them white women that be looking at Jake like the gods that Jake is. We're gonna pop them white women too, and you're gonna be just watching that, man. And they're gonna be getting slapped around, and they're gonna be picking curtains, man. Yeah? What the fuck you talking about?
This is
Inferior beings. You gotta start thinking like that, man. You know what I mean? Because the scripture talks about having a ruling class mentality. Pastors always talk about that. We gotta look at Edomites as their inferior beings. They're nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's great, man. Yeah. Because if you don't think like that, then it's either one or the other. Either you're superior to them or you're not. So if you don't think like that, then you're in the world, you're gonna start feeling like you're fucking, inferior to them. It's simple.
This is it says like, if you don't make things happen, things will happen to you. And that's basically where it is. Like, if you ain't trying to make something happen with this word, man, life, Esau's gonna make something happen to you, man.
This is 2nd Ezra 4 and 21. For like as the ground is given unto the wood and the sea to its floods, even so they that dwell upon the earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth. And he that dwelleth above the heavens may only understand the things that are above the height of heavens.
And the angels, the Lord took the angels to tell him that. Like, bro, stay in your lane, man. You don't know you can't even go there. You can't actually physically even go there, so shut the fuck up, man. And that's what we gotta tell Esau, homeboy. You ain't shit. You trying to talk about, I'm gonna go, Mars. No, you don't know what's going on Mars.
Right.
How about that?
Have you been there?
He's never been there. You bitch asshole. He can't get past the Van Halen belt. But you can't. And then the video with all them people that supposedly went to the moon, they are attacking people that question them. They're attacking them. You know what I mean? They are. They're hitting them. They're assaulting them. People are just asking them a question about, okay, like, you know, and then Neil Armstrong, all them dudes are hitting people. They're assaulting, man. They're upset. So they're hitting people and stuff. What are you doing that for, man?
Hey, Buzz Aldrin, one of the guys that so-called went to the moon, he came out, in his old age, he came out and said, yeah, we didn't go there. And then basically his whole family, he was on video, his whole family started calling him senile, so he's getting old now. You know, his attorney don't represent him no more.
I mean, if Esau's so wise,
How are you going to get?
how come they ain't been there since, bro?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's why the scripture says that the things that are in darkness we speak in the light. Get certain man that what is that? What's another one? Isaiah.
Just on that point, how come he hasn't been back there when they before the turn of the 70s, right? 69 apparently. So now we barely had mobile phones. Yeah, people had telephones, just about telephones in the car. Now we've got mobile phones that do everything, but yet you ain't been back to the moon and built something like superseded some great city over there.
I got that precept. Matthew 10 and 26. It says, fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light.
That's like, and that, you know what? And the light we're talking about, we're not black Hebrew Israelites, man. I'll be making videos about this. I'm gonna keep fucking saying that we ain't black Hebrew motherfucking Israelites, bro. We're Israelites of light, man. That's what we are. We represent the light. When there's darkness around, you can't see shit. Blackness, that represents blackness means void of light. You can't see nothing, man. If you're in a house and there's no lights on, bro, you're gonna be tripping over your motherfucking trainers. Smacking your head off the wall. Come on, man, that's stupid. But you represent black. I don't know, man. Every Israelite on the planet, there's different shades of brown. Chocolate brown, man. You know what I mean? That's why Jake's in America, chocolate, this, chocolate brown, or cocoa sister, and all that shit, man. Whatever the fuck, you know? Why the hell Jake's gonna be using those terms? Right? If we're just black, we're just black. That's it. Bullshit, mate.
So, and even say to time, what's his brother doing here, man? Why you here, bro? You're not black. You know?
That's right.
I think you're gonna leave, man. Because Esau's saying it's black Hebrew Israelites, so
That must be
welcome them. I mean, that debunks everything, man.
They don't want this brother here, man. They're always scoffing against you on the comment.
Yeah, bro, this ain't a colour thing, man. I know what you're trying to make it a colour thing. That is like some racial, you know, your definition of race, should I say. But this is about the seed of Israel, man, being gathered together. We're messengers telling you what's going to happen in these last days. Whether you start, you tell what it said. If you kill us off, man, the walls are going to open up, man. Like the writing was in the wall in Babylon, man. You'd have the rock. You know they got those naked, you know they cut their buildings with the exposed ceiling and the bricks in the wall. The bricks in your blood clot building will start talking to you, quoting scriptures, man. You have one over here, say, grab that scripture up, then it starts rebuking you in your house, man. So, no matter what, this is gonna happen, man.
A donkey's fake.
Well, precept. 1 Thessalonians 5.
Isaiah 8 and 20 as well. Isaiah 8 and 20.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light.
That's what the Lord's giving us understanding for the children of light. You know, Esau, and you know what? It's funny that Esau calls himself the Illuminati. That name, bro, like, all the names he could have picked from his grand coat for the elites at the top. He called himself the bearers of the light. Think about it, man. There's a quote from Nikola Tesla. You know what, I'm gonna read it. Fuck it, I'm gonna read it. Let me see if I can get the quote. Nikola Tesla. You mentioned about the light. Yeah, go on, read it.
This is Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. This was the correct